Hey everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So do me a favor before we get started. I need you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also, check me out on IG, elevation_mentor. So today we're going to talk about the housing market and is now a good time to buy a house. So the short answer to that is yes, now is as good a time as any. Of course, we are all in our different situations, all different circumstances. So you have to do what's best for you. But the interest rate is around 7%, right? Which is relatively high. Last year, 2023, interest rate was 8%. Then a couple of years back, it was all the way down to 2 and 3%. However, some people have seen the interest rates way higher than 7%, especially people who have been doing this for a while. So they are expecting the interest rate cuts to happen mid-September. So 2 weeks from now, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if those interest rates are cut or not. So why is now a good time to buy a home, even with high interest rates? Well, the longer you wait, the price of the home is going up. So the price of the home is appreciating. So say the house was worth $50,000, for example. Well, you kept waiting. Go back and look at that $50,000 house. It's not worth $50,000 anymore. Now it's worth $80,000. So that's what happens when you wait. The price of the home goes up, and it's going to cost more to get in there. That's why it's not a good idea to sit around and wait for interest rates. So what's important is making sure that that mortgage, whatever that monthly mortgage is affordable to you now. So this is in spite of the possibility of refinancing later. How does it feel right now? Is it comfortable right now? So in terms of the interest rates, with the interest rates being high, some people were waiting around for cuts, right? So that's right around the corner. 2 weeks from now, we're going to see what happens. So the rates could be cut. That's what they're anticipating. In the event that they're not cut, there are other options around that. And that is like going to programs like NACA. They have lower interest rates than everybody else is paying. So, say for example, right now it's around 7%. So, if you go check with NACA, their rates are not 7%. So, you have to check with them to see what they are, but they're lower than 7%. So programs like that, NACA, they help first-time homeowners. They also help you if you have not owned a home within 3 years. So programs like that will help with the interest rate. Some other things that help with the interest rate, don't forget that there is something called a buy down where you can buy down your interest rate. So in other words, you can pay a certain amount of money to have a lower interest rate. And so that's something to talk to your lender about to see if it's for you or not. Because it could be for you and it could not be for you. But to talk to them to get a better idea of what they're offering in terms of buying down that interest rate. So, how much money would you have to pay to get a lower interest rate? And what would that interest rate be? And then you would have to think if that's a good plan for you or if it's not a good plan for you. But those are just some things to keep in mind in terms of getting that rate down. You got September, which is coming. You got programs like NACA, and you have um, the possibility of buying down your rate. That's also an option. Also, you have, when it comes to interest rate, what is more important is how much money you're going to be making off the property. So, say, for example, your interest rate may be higher, but your income is higher. Like it makes up for that interest rate plus more when you're doing things like Airbnb, for example, or rent by the room, for example, or sober living, for example. So, how much income are you bringing in? Or even say if you're not doing those strategies, say if you're just buying a home and you decide to house hack. So, you're buying a property and you're going to have somebody live with you. Maybe they're living in the basement and they're paying rent, for example. And for those kind of things, it's a good idea to have, of course, it's up to you, but it's a good idea to have a shut off area. So, say, for example, you have someone living in the basement, they have their own door that they can come in and out, and you have a door that you can lock so that they can't get into your property. So, you have your own space, they have their own space. Just some things to think about. All right. So, is now a good time to buy a house? Yes, but you do have to think about your own circumstances. We all are in different circumstances. And so you buy when you're ready. When you're ready to buy, that's when you're going to buy. So thinking about things like, do you have reserves? So you need like 3 to 6 months of reserves. Um, this is for when things go wrong, like maybe the air conditioner broke down or the refrigerator broke down. Um, Maybe you need a new roof. So 3 to 6 months of reserves. So you you have some money in the event that something goes wrong. Um, you have some financial stability, or maybe you have a partner, so you're not solo, which kind of makes you more stable. So doing a partner thing, or if you are solo, you have some form of stability, meaning that you either have a job or you have a business, you have income coming in from somewhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job. So finding out other ways to create income besides a job, like having a job and then figuring out how to bring in income in addition to that job. So once you figure that out, then you really will be free. Because what are we taught? We're taught that you get money by having a job. But there are people out here making money without a job. And that's like a whole different, um, it's a whole different world. It's a whole different world. So opening your mind up to this different world out here that is out here, that people are living it, and they're keeping the information to themselves. I think it's interesting and it's exciting. All right, so is now a good time to buy a house? Yes, but again, you have to, think about your own circumstances, your own situations. We're all in different situations, all in different circumstances. Do you have 3 to 6 months of reserves? Um, do you have, are you financially stable? And if you're not stable right now, do you have a partner? So just some things to think about. Say, for example, you're not stable. What if you're in that situation? Go into a program like NACA. They help first-time home buyers. So doing something like going for a multifamily instead of your dream home. Say you're not stable right now. Go into NACA. They're going to help you. No down payment, no closing costs, lower interest rate than everybody else is paying. So you manage to get into this multifamily. Then you get the three people around you that are paying rent. So you go from this financial instability to suddenly becoming stable, if you see what I mean. All right, so that is all I'm going to say right now. But do me a favor. If you like this channel, I need you to hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. And if you're interested in buying property, whether that be a first time home or building your whole portfolio of rental properties, check out this link below and join the wait list for the real estate group. So you can do this with the community of people. All right. So feel free to leave your comments below and check out my hat collection, the pin link below. And on your way out, don't forget, hit that like button. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day.